that being a feminist makes you any less of a man, you're admitting that your version of masculinity requires the oppression of women.
What? No, it requires the oppression of you. You're someone who should be oppressed for the good of mankind as a male feminist. Or maybe simply ejected off of the earth and into the void of space. I don't know. I'm fine with that compromise. I mean, that works too. Anyway, does being a feminist make you less of a man? Of course it does. Because men are meant to be strong, they're meant to be leaders. And by calling yourself a feminist, you are proudly showing off not only your intellectual moral weakness, but your collectivist mentality as well. So yes, that makes you certainly less of a man.
Bro, the same guy from the other video?
That's Matt Walsh, bro. Male that got him to Islam. I mean, not having Islam, he has his fitra, bro. And that's more proof for the fitra, bro. All these non-Muslims are knowing what we've been saying anyway for the longest time. You know? So bro, as soon as I saw the nose ring, bro, I knew, bro. And what's crazy is the kid in the video, he doesn't identify, he might not be gay. He just calls himself a feminine man.
It's sad, bro. You got dudes like this putting on nose rings, painting their nails, making themselves look real nice. I was gonna say a bad word, but astaghfirullah. Feminine, man. They make themselves look very feminine. They feminize themselves. And I've asked a gentleman who does this, I said, why do you do this? He said, oh, because I like it. I said, what do you like about it? He's like, oh, because I'm customizing my character. I was like, so you're customizing your character like a woman? He's like, oh no, like you're being like you're thinking you're not progressive, like you're not thinking about it. Like it doesn't mean I'm a woman. That doesn't mean like I'm gay or anything. I'm like, bro, let me ask you something. If you paint your nails, let's say nice little pink, blue, maybe orange, and you go to jail, would you or would you not be the bottom? Would you be the one who's basically I don't know how to say it without like
you would not be the giver, you'd be the recipient.
Exactly, you'd be the bottom. You'd be taking everything. You'd be grabbing onto someone's pocket, being pulled by them. Like people be passing you around. You'd be in the shower, bro. You would have the soap in your hand. They would knock it out your hand, and they would just push you down like this. Ben, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. So it's like you bring that up, and then they're like, oh, like they just laugh it off. I'm like, oh, you know it's true. If you were in jail and something like that would happen, like, would you be all right then? Would you be all right customizing your character, knowing that you would be seen as just the weakest of men in this environment? No, you wouldn't, because it's psychology. It's simple psychology. I'm not gonna say evolutionary psychology, but it's just survival, right? Like if you want to survive, you know, you're gonna do what you have to do to survive, right? Allah has ingrained that into us. If you drop us off somewhere, we're gonna try to get food. We're trying to, you know, build shelter. We're trying to survive. We're not just gonna sit there and die, right? So if you put yourself in an environment which is threatening, like a jail, and you have all these guys, bro, testosterone is just raging through the roof with all of them. Some of them are even injecting as well. A lot of them are out to basically get you. Like you're going to adapt, and you're gonna try to do what you can to survive. And I'm sorry, but painting your nails ain't gonna help you survive in that type of environment. So then you gotta ask yourself, okay, well, what kind of environment do I live in here if I can't paint my nails and do all this stuff? And then it goes back to what we said in the other video, where it's like we live in the times where it's breeding weak men and weak women, you know. So
it's sad, bro. It's sad. And a lot of women, they don't have the heart, you know, because women, by definition, by nature, right, they're more sensitive than men, right? There's things they don't say And then there's things they do say just to not feel excluded from the group. You get what I mean?
Mhm.
Like men, if we're not interested in someone, we'll tell them clearly we'll reject them. Women don't do that. They keep men in their orbit because they don't want to be harsh and reject, right? So similarly,
Yeah.
we say these things because we want to be blunt, but a lot of women, subhanAllah, Allah's guided a lot of women, and a lot of women are on that huck. But some women, they just can't put their foot down when it comes to this. They're like, oh, I don't want to, let them do what they want to do. They're this, they're that. But let's see if we got to go to battle, bro. And the only ones that are strong are the strong men and protecting us. And let's see where all these boys with painted nails. Let's see what they do, bro. And let's see how far they get in terms of protecting our women folk. I genuinely want to see that, bro.
Bro, if it gets to that point, they'll probably stop painting their nails. They'll probably take the damn rings out of their nose, out of their ears, out of their lips, out of their tongues, out of their wherever it is. They probably have it on their nipples too. It's stuck for a lot. They'll probably take all that stuff off because they know it's not gonna help them. It's not gonna benefit them. Like I tried telling this gentleman, I was like, because he wanted a nose ring, and he's got earrings as well, and I'm like, why do you want a nose ring for? He said, "Oh, because I think it looks so cool." I'm like, "You realize you get hit once, it's gonna rip your nose, like right here. It's just gonna rip it off." And then I told him, like, "You realize your earrings as well. Like, if you get just manhandled once from behind or from the side or something like that, like your earlobes are going to be ripped. Like, do
Mm.
you understand how vulnerable that makes you? Let's say you have nipple piercings.
Oh,
Really,
bro,
like,
you could pull that and just pull someone's chest out.
ooh." Oh no, man. Like I'm
But bro,
sorry, but
they don't they don't
people are
think like
not
that, bro.
real here.
They don't care about in a survival scenario. Is this a physical advantage or disadvantage? They don't care about that, bro. They don't care about this is a combat disadvantage. They care about oh, I just it's a new trend today. Everyone has it, so I'm gonna do it. Everyone has makeup on, so I'm gonna wear it. It's okay. Society's already telling me it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then it comes back to this whole feminist thing. Like you can't be a man and be feminist because like even true women, true feminine women aren't feminist. Feminist is like it's basically a masculinized woman. And I'm sorry, but like the view of a masculinized woman, it's altered. It's not what naturally should be. So if you're a man and you are taking on this altered view of even what a feminine woman doesn't have, then like what does that say about you? You know, it says exactly what this brother here said on the video. Stuff for a lot, man. May Allah keep us from all this stuff.
I mean, bro. I mean, cause bro, this stuff disgusts me, bro. But if you guys do want to check out a video where we dive into and dissect more into what's really behind this and how weak men have become, check out the video that's gonna drop soon, inshallah, titled "The Rise of
Inshallah.
Weak Men," something like that. Very important stuff we're gonna talk about. Smash that like button to help the algorithm. Do your thing. Inshallah, leave a like and a comment if you can't become a patron. But if you can, then definitely get on Patreon. And we'll see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam. Bro, we need Brother Gabriel and Brother Abu American on the episode for the rise of weak men.
I think there's another thing too. It's the perseverance aspect too. Like we're more willing to stick through with things that we set out with an intention.
It's impossible to have empathy for others if you're not patient. So may Allah bless you for that.
First off, I'm gonna agree with the fact that the whole thing you said about friends, where it's like if they're affecting you more than you're affecting them, then you should probably get some new friends.
You want to be investing stocks, shares, bonds. You want to be investing in crypto because there's this thing called inflation, which means every year that passes by, the value of a dollar goes lower and lower and lower. And the reason being is because they're printing more money, right? That's why money is haram. At least the paper money is haram.
Provided that you're actually there and you're being a good father and the mother's being a good mother, best conditions.
And behind the mic, Hamza, Andreas, Zortsis, we will go in with our final three with brother Anghel, inshallah.
Inshallah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
It's not just a responsibility on you, it's responsibility on all the children, especially your father.
In our private area is very elastic, and yeah, if you go too fast, the skin will literally crease up into like the edge of like the little clipper things, and you will literally clip your skin.
You don't want to be on YouTube or the internet or anything that amount of time, but it's the fact is that's what we're doing.